She was telling me that I weren't experiencing what I was experiencing. She was telling me that I weren't hearing voices. If today was your last day. What is up everyone, I hope you're all doing amazing, I hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to the channel guys, and if you're new, I'm your main man, Just Jack. So I put a post on my Instagram saying that I'm going to start a mini series on mental health. I've been thinking about doing this sort of content for a while, and I've mainly been wanting to do this sort of content because I'm going to talk about my own personal mental health, my own struggles with mental health and what I go through in my day-to-day life dealing with my conditions. If you haven't seen the 23 facts about me, I did mention I suffer with mental health such as schizophrenia, ADHD, autism, learning difficulties, slight depression and paranoia. So I am doing a mini series on the channel of mental health, and as you can tell by the title, first mental health I'm going to be going over is schizophrenia. Some of the stuff that I'm going to be talking about is from my own personal experience. There is a few types of schizophrenia and schizophrenics. The schizophrenia what I have is psychosis. For those who don't know what schizophrenia is a mental illness that causes psychosis. So there is a few causes of psychosis such as depression, bipolar disorder and borderline personality disorder. So schizophrenia isn't the only causes of psychosis. For those who don't know what psychosis is not a disorder of its own. It's a set of symptoms that's caused by other mental illnesses such as brain disorders, brain tumours or stress. In some cases it can be caused by alcohol or drug abuse and can lead up to psychosis or psychotic episodes where you have delusions or hallucinations. I do want to answer a few questions what I get asked, quite a lot really to be fair, and what many people would get asked who has schizophrenia or who suffers with psychosis. Is someone with psychosis dangerous? This is the main question I get asked. No. For example, psychosis or paranoia can put a person in dangerous situations where it may cause harm, but people with psychosis aren't normally violent. They're more at risk of doing harm to themselves than others. It's not like they're just really violent. Say if someone has paranoid schizophrenia where they're paranoid, they don't trust anyone, they may put people at risk or dangerous situations through their paranoia, but they're not really violent. You can get violent schizophrenics. In some cases, extreme cases, can be very violent, but psychosis, schizophrenia, paranoia can put a person in dangerous situations, but not normally violent. They're more at high risk of harming themselves and to others. So that answers that question. Another question I get asked, what are the first signs of psychosis? Early warning signs of psychosis is suddenly drop in at school or at work, for instance, like drop in their performance, trouble thinking clearly, struggle concentrating, suspiciousness or uneasiness around others, a decline in self-care and personal hygiene, definitely spending a lot more time on their own than they would normally. I would say they're the early warning signs of psychosis. Different sort of appearance in their behaviour, and they're acting a lot more different than normal. And for the last question, which is quite a good one, do schizophrenic know they are schizophrenic? In some cases I would say not really. They truly believe their self-beliefs in delusions and hallucinations and will deny that they are sick. And for those who are wondering how many types of schizophrenia are there, in the past there were 3 different types of schizophrenia, including paranoid schizophrenia, hebephrenic schizophrenia or something like that, and catatonic schizophrenia. I'm now going to go over my personal experience with schizophrenia. So I weren't diagnosed with schizophrenia till later on in my teens. I'm only 20 years old for those who don't know, and the first diagnosis I had was ADD, and that sort of ties down with ADHD. So I was diagnosed with ADHD, and then I was diagnosed with autism, and then later on started experiencing voices and hallucinations, so I was seeing things, hearing things, losing touch with reality a lot, and then I got diagnosed with psychosis, schizophrenia. I truly believed in the voices, believed that they were there. I'm sorry if I keep looking away, I'm not really good at talking about it. For me, it was schizophrenia. If I got angry, I would hear stuff, or even when I weren't angry, if I was just calm and just a casual day, I would hear my name getting shouted, and then I would try and block it out by trying to distract myself, whether it's playing games, watching a film, listening to music, and I would hear them getting louder and louder and louder. And then if I got angry, I would start witnessing the walls cracking and the ceiling cracking. I would see a man and a woman just stood there staring at me, and I would have psychotic episodes where I would black out, and I don't mean pass out, I mean black out. Like, I would go into a psychotic episode, which means I would do stuff or say stuff, and after I come round from that psychotic episode, I would not realise what I've done or what I've said. It would totally confuse me, and then I ended up getting put on medication. If I'm honest, after meeting Kelly, it calmed down a little bit, and then I got put on medication, and my medication helped me a lot. I'm on a high dose of medication for my schizophrenia, and I truly do believe if I was on my own and I didn't have Kelly, or I didn't have my family and I was on my own, I truly believe I wouldn't cope at all. And even now, 20 years old, and I got diagnosed with schizophrenia, psychosis. I would say 3 or 4 years ago, I got diagnosed with psychosis, schizophrenia. Even now, to this day, I still hear things, I still hallucinate, I still lose touch with reality a lot. I get angry a lot, confused. Like, I get confused so much. I would get angry a lot, I would put on an act, I would smile, but deep down I didn't want to smile, I weren't smiling. Inside I was miserable. Even now I'm like, I'm okay, and then the next minute, literally as quick as that, the next minute I'd feel so angry and frustrated. I would get mad at Kelly, or I would get mad at my mum or dad for no reason. I'll just get angry with them. I get angry with myself. I used to say all the time, why me, why me, why me? And the medication that I got put on, the side effects of that medication is a slight depression and paranoia. So that does not help at all. That was one of the main reasons why I didn't go out with Kelly at first. And the main reason why me and Kelly were like on and off, and we were friends, and we wasn't, and we was, and we wasn't. I would just get paranoid. Even like sometimes now I would get paranoid, and I don't know why, I just got paranoid. And the voice would tell me don't trust anyone. So it is very hard, it does get hard. Even now, like if I'm doing something, I have to, like before walking through a front room, I would have to open the door and hello. But I didn't want to even talk, I didn't want to look at anyone. So that's really my personal experience with schizophrenia. The woman that took me to see the specialist who diagnosed me ended up basically trying to say, which is one of the worst things you could do, she was telling me that I weren't experiencing what I was experiencing. She was telling me that I weren't hearing voices. I don't think you can hear voices. I don't think you can witness the walls cracking. I'm pretty sure you can't see what I can see. I'm pretty sure you can't hear what I can hear. So that was very frustrating for me. Very frustrating. I didn't want to see her no more, so I didn't see her no more. They tried saying that I had borderline personality disorder as well. When I would black out, I would be someone else, and I would be trapped in my own mind. I remember people would be talking to me, asking me what's the matter, and I want to talk. I want to be like, I'm feeling this, or I'm hearing this, but I just couldn't talk. And it's like something was stopping me from talking. In other cases, I would do stuff, and I had no idea what happened when I come round. Like one time, for example, I was in my room, fine, not this room, it was in a little room over there, but I was fine, and then the next minute, it's like I just opened my eyes and my entire room was upside down. TV was on the floor, the bed was on its side, everything was everywhere, and I had no idea what happened. If you notice, I have not got a door, main reason being I had a psychotic episode and I totally ripped that door off, and I don't remember doing that. And I'm telling you this because this series, what I'm doing on mental health, it's not just about any mental health, it's about mental health, what I personally deal with. And if you guys suffer with any kind of mental health, or you have questions that you want to ask me, feel free. And if you have any type of mental health and you want me to discuss about it in a video, please go ahead and message me on Instagram. The link in the description down below. If you don't want me mentioning your name, I won't whatsoever. I just really wanted to do a mini series on mental health. I hope this video helped you get a better understanding of what schizophrenia is, what types of schizophrenia there are. I hope I answered a few of your questions about schizophrenia. If you have any more questions about schizophrenia or about ADHD, autism, depression, paranoia, anything, just go ahead and message me and I'll get back to you guys. This is my first episode, the mini-series, what I'm doing. I'm so glad. Also, before I go, you're probably wondering about the Spent the Night challenge that I was originally gonna plan on doing. I am doing a Spent the Night challenge. It's gotta probably be more into, well, near enough to the end of February, as I do want to see what the weather's like for the crazy Spent the Night challenge that I've got coming. The next episode that I'm going to be doing on the mini mental health series is ADHD, and it's the most common disorders out there, basically. Obviously, this ain't going to be an amazing series. It's just going to be a personal series that I'm wanting to film. I really do hope that I've managed to help you guys. I know my family watch my videos as well, so hopefully you guys as well get a better understanding. And with that said, guys, I'll see you in the next episode of the series. So I will see you guys in the next one. Peace!